I actually met when I was doing a TEDx talk at Cambridge School. She's currently a student here at NYU Abu Dhabi. She is studying literature and creative writing with a film minor. She's a writer and spoken word poet who aspires to change the world one story at a time. She's been writing in various styles. I heard a woohoo for storytelling. That's good. She has been writing in various styles, from fantasy fiction to poetic musings about her non-fictional life since a young age. Recently, she started to use her words to come to terms with an identity introspection, being from Kerala, India, but being born and brought up here in Abu Dhabi. Her writing style as of now, incorporates intersections of cultures and languages she's familiar with. She will be presenting tonight in two languages, in Malayalam and English. And please join me in welcoming Atma Dios.
Hey everyone, so the poems I'm going to perform today are poems, as Afra said, are inspired a lot by the intersectional cultures I am from, and I'll be presenting in both Malayalam and English. So the first poem is actually about how the first Malayali expatriates, the community where I come from, came first to the UAE. They came with boats called Patemari, that's in our language, and it was at the start of the 1960s, of when the start of the Gulf boom happened, of the vast migration from Kerala to Abu Dhabi and Dubai and Sharjah. So here it is. Patemari. I am Patemari, one with many names. Arabia calls me Dao, as I carry her children across the Arabian Sea, watch them dive into dangerous depths to find a grain of sand lost from their desert home turned pearl by the waters. Not caring for the danger-perfect pearl, were dying for as long as it feeds their families back home. I am Patemari, one with many names. The Indian traders call me Dove, as I carried them from Indian Ocean to Arabian Sea, watched them dive into dangerous depths, for neither the sea nor money have mercy. Found sand turned pearl by the waters, exchanged spices and cloth in return, not caring for the danger-perfect pearl, were dying for as long as it feeds their families back home. I am Patemari, one with many names. Kerala named me Patemari. I watched her children sneak into my belly, crouch under my sails as if I was a promise of hope, of money, of a better life. Vishwasam, adalle ellam. Trust, isn't that all? I hear the prayers of their mothers, their cries in the crashing waves, tears rain as I take them from one shore for another. The voices of the children hoarse by sea air sing over the 3 months as I took them from Indian Ocean to Arabian Sea. Paisa kittitu paisa aichittu na veetil varam, ennittu jeevikkam. After I get money, after I send money, I will come home and then I will live. Oh child, will you not live then? There may be no coming back to the shores you came from. Some could not survive me just like the food and water didn't. I watched them dive into dangerous depths with madness only seas and survival can bring. To remember them, I carried their cries for their mothers in my belly as they sink. Lungs an anchor made of homesickness. How can I tell them the weight never goes away? Kerala named me Patemari. I watched the survivors of my belly dive into dangerous depths, swim to the shores of Corfocan, sang to keep their lungs afloat. Nangalode kudmathinu vendi for our families, nangalode kuttigalkku vendi for our kids. They sang while trying to make sands from the coast of Kerala, fisted in their hands pearls by the waters of the Gulf. Not caring for the danger or the pressure needed to make sand grain into perfect pearl, were dying for as long as it feeds their families back home. I am Patemari, one with many names. My sails have now become wings. Kerala still calls me Patemari. I fly the skies over Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea. I still carry her children. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, airports, shores. Her children swam to one after another, still singing the same song. They survive me now, but the shores, how do I tell them return? It's a journey they may never know. I am Patemari, one with many names. Kerala named me Patemari. I am now woman. I am now mother. I carry her children in my belly, womb of water. Children that will swim out into the dangerous depths of a shore they don't know whether to call home. Their first cries echo others I still carry with me. Oh, my child, I brought you to this shore by water, and water is never still enough to call any shore home. ഞാൻ പത്തേമാരിയാണ്. എനിക്ക് കുറെ പേരുകളുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ നാടിൻ്റെ കുട്ടികളുടെ കഥകൾ എൻ്റെ വായിൽ സൂക്ഷിച്ചു വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഈ കഥകൾ ആര് വായിക്കും? ഈ കഥകൾ ആര് പറയും? I am Patemari. I have many names. I keep the stories of our children carefully in my belly. Who will read these stories? Who will tell these stories? Thank you. So the second poem is inspired by a literary theory paper I read in class called Thou Shall Not Speak My Language. So get ready for a very long, angry rant. Thou shall not speak my language. Nee and Basha samsarikenda. Thou shall not speak my language. Thou who heard my language, my Basha sing in the souls of my people. Nammude Basha nammude alkalde atma vil paadana keto. Thou saw our libraries, scriptures written in palm leaves, a legacy of writers older than your country's history. Here our poets sing our Basha to the heavens, but thou heard it with malice, for thou could not understand us. അവർ പേടിക്കുന്ന കണ്ടോ നമ്മൾ മലയാളം കേട്ടിട്ട് നമ്മൾ മാതൃഭാഷ കേട്ടിട്ട് Thou in fear of our language not fitting on your own tongue hacked away at mine to make space for yours. So silent were our bleeding tongues as thou called the savage, burnt our libraries, made them the funeral pyres of our writers, of anyone who dared tell the truth, punished my people for speaking, cracked our voice box, broke the hands of our artists for making them left, our voiceless cries reverberating in our bones, called our language, ourselves, our voice boxes disgusting damage, history, culture, us spilling out of it disemboweled, as if we weren't even human. So thou shall not speak my language, thou who speak it now call our damaged voice boxes, our torn of books with our scripts written in our bloods, relic, orient, antique, ancient art, fit for display in your museums in the name of exotic, in your homes the souvenirs your ancestors made of us. Stolen culture enticing when you ignore the broken crops underneath it. Orientalism is more fun when it isn't at your expense, is it? Thou shalt not speak my language, thou crocodile tears crawling because we refuse to satiate your thirst for power. Isn't that why you tried to erase us from existence? Burn us away with tobacco you stole. On your perfect map you drew with the tongues you tore away because you knew Tower of Babel was destroyed before we reached too high. Thou shalt not speak my language, not when the bittersweet taste of assimilation has not soured your tongue. Thou who told me my language is worth nothing in this world, that I would need to speak yours to mean something, speak it to a pedestal to prove my existence. Thou who did not see my father's tears as he watched his own language drop away from his daughter's tongue word by word, how would thou know the pain of tearing your own Basha away from your legacy? He was told to speak your language to allow her a space here, a price to pay for a future, and so he spoke it, so she would speak it too, so she may exist where he couldn't. നീ എൻ്റെ ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കാൻ എൻ്റെ മലയാളം കേട്ടിട്ടും എൻ്റെ കണ്ണീര് കണ്ടിട്ടും നീ എന്നെ കളിയാക്കി. അയ്യോ, ഞാൻ താങ്കൾ നിന്ന് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത് നിനക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഇല്ല. ആ ബഹുമാനം നിങ്ങൾ നേടിയിട്ടില്ല. ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്കായി നീ ഉപയോഗിക്കുമല്ലോ, നീ എനിക്കായി താങ്കൾ നിന്ന് ഉപയോഗിക്കോളും. നീ എൻ്റെ ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന എൻ്റെ മലയാളം കേട്ടത് നീ പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ മലയാളി അല്ല എന്ന്. നിനക്കത് പറയാൻ ആര് അവകാശം തന്നെ? നീ എന്നെ പറ്റി കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കണ്ട. ഞാൻ മലയാളിയാണ്. എൻ്റെ ഭാഷ എന്നോട് ക്ഷമിക്കും, എന്നെ ശരിക്കുമായി സ്നേഹിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. My language, forgive me, I have not loved you properly. What did you just say? That I should not speak my language? That I should not speak yours after you broke mine? Made a broken glass that I swallowed while you made me speak yours? Made this whole world speak yours, everyone tearing themselves apart to be worthy of you. You tell the whole world the sun doesn't set in your empire, while you block its rays from us to make sure we don't grow, and the shards still cut us up from the inside. I'm sure you'd rather I don't speak, but I will speak. Now samsarikum, so no, illa thou shall not speak, for we survived, so we shall speak. My language and yours too. Watch the fruits of your brutality come forth. Fanon said, to speak a language is to carry the weight of a civilization. Have you known our pain? നമ്മൾ വേദന നീ അറിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടോ? So no, illa thou shall not speak my language. You have no right to do so. നീ എൻ്റെ ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കാൻ അതിൻ്റെ അവകാശം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ല. Thou shall not speak my language. നീ എൻ്റെ ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കണ്ട. Thank you.